Once upon a time, in a cheerful classroom filled with colorful posters and bright smiles, Mrs. Owley, the wise old teacher, sat surrounded by her curious animal students. Today, the topic was one that piqued everyone's interest: why the sun is so hot. "Gather around as we take a journey, my little learners," said Mrs. Owley invitingly, adjusting her tiny spectacles. She unfurled a big map of the solar system, placing it squarely in the middle of a child-sized round table. Tina the turtle, often slow but very thoughtful, raised her hand. "Why is the sun so different from the fire in our campfires?" she asked. "Great question, Tina," chirped Mrs. Owley. "The sun is a giant, glowing ball made mostly of gases like hydrogen and helium. When you think of a campfire, think small. Now, imagine a fire so large it lights up and warms our entire planet." "Here's where it gets really interesting," continued Mrs. Owley, her eyes twinkling behind her glasses. "Deep inside the sun, all those hydrogen atoms slam into each other. It's like a cosmic dance party. When they collide, they produce enormous energy, and that energy is what makes the sun so incredibly hot." Benny the bear cub nodded vigorously, his eyes wide with astonishment. "So, it's like a big party where everyone shines brighter and gets hotter and hotter?" "Exactly, Benny," Mrs. Owley laughed. "Science calls it nuclear fusion, and it's the secret to the sun's warmth and light." Then Charlie the chirpy chick had a thought that made him flap his tiny wings in excitement. "Why doesn't the sun ever burn out, Mrs. Owley?" "Oh, such bright questions today," smiled Mrs. Owley. "The sun has been burning for over 4.5 billion years, and it still has billions of years before it runs out of fuel. It's got plenty of hydrogen to keep the party going for quite a while." "And that's how it stays hot?" wondered Susie Squirrel, looking at Mrs. Owley with her big round eyes. "Yes, Susie," Mrs. Owley responded warmly. "As long as there's hydrogen to dance with, the sun will keep burning bright in our sky." The classroom buzzed with excitement, and the little learners clapped their paws and wings. Mrs. Owley had a special knack for weaving science into tales that sparkled with imagination. "Let's celebrate what we learned today with a sunny craft," Mrs. Owley announced, pointing to a table filled with colored papers, glue, and glitter. As the class crafted their own dazzling sun, with warm yellows and bold oranges, the reason behind the sun's heat became more than just another lesson. It transformed into a wonder-filled journey of discovery. And that, my young scientists, is how the sun keeps our world so warm. And with giggles and artful camaraderie, the day slipped away like a ray of golden sunlight.